Hello, my lovely flower peeps. It is now September 1st. It is time to get out the autumn decorations, including stuff for Halloween. So today, we ride. As if on cue, my black cat comes. Well, unexpected problem. Even adding the ribbon that I did, it still isn't long enough to go around that tree. In the meantime, until I find some more ribbon, we can at least put this sign out. Warning, low-flying witches. So getting this sign down into the very hard, dry clay soil is harder than you might think. So I am 100% positive that is probably going to come crashing down in the wind. I'm going to have to see if I can find something to stabilize it a little bit better. So I just remembered where I put some ribbon. On cue for Halloween decor. Ugh. Gosh. A quick lovely look at these hydrangeas, probably the last of the season. And my ride along with me. I'm not quite as tall as I need to be to get this thing up on the tree, so I'm gonna have to go get some help from my husband.
Ready? Good? Got it?
I can reach a little higher.
Go. I don't know if I can tie it any higher than that.
Okay.
Do you want to adjust it around?
Yeah, hold on a second. Okay.
Right there?
Yeah. Hopefully that's a decent angle. Let me go look from the road. Move it towards the mailbox a little bit. Yeah.
Right there?
That should be good, yeah. You can see it. You have to be looking though. I might trim that lilac bush back a couple feet. If people are driving by, they'll see that. And if they're very observant, they'll see that. Okay, let's see how this turned out. Not too bad. How about this one? Okay. And of course it's Black Cat approved, so thumbs up. All in all, not too bad. I could have been a little bit more precise in going around the cutouts, but whatever, it worked. It's gonna fade off anyway when it starts to rain, so. Now I'll have to go back over this and cover up the cat so I can do the pumpkin orange. So I went ahead and planted these two big celosias and millet in these two big pots. I knew I was gonna need my husband's help because those pots are really heavy. I'm just gonna start planting up the asters first. And of course, I'm joined by Dexter. Ouch, Dexter. Be nice. Be nice. You can stay if you be nice. Dexter. Dexter. Really? How am I supposed to work like this? Dexter, how am I supposed to get any work done with naughty little kiwis? Dexter, ouch! This is what he does. He's all nice and then he does this. Okay, so these asters are looking pretty terrible at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and deadhead them before I transplant them into a bigger pot. Doing this in hopes to encourage it to rebloom. There, now let's hope that reblooms again. Give it some fertilizer. All right, let's plant this. Unfortunately, ours got a little wet. So now it smells terrible. Ugh. Oh, look at the roots on this, man. I'm gonna just rough them up a little. They are not as bad as the ones we did last night. Oh my goodness, the celosia we had to do last night was terrible. We literally had to take the hori and just like chop a good portion of it off, hoping it'll be able to root in later. Potting it to the side because I'm gonna plan on putting in a different one with it. I'm not sure how much this is gonna grow in the next 2 months before we get frost. So I'm leaving room for another one over here. Put this back here. Let's do the same thing to this one. We're gonna trim it. Okay, so let's pot this one. Okay, so I went ahead and deadheaded the blooms that were spent on this one. Dexter, you okay over there? The cat. He just knocked one of our green milk jug containers over. Hey, Dexter just knocked one of our milk jug canisters over. The whole pot. I don't know if it's savable. Well, this is the disaster that just happened, and I don't think it was Dexter after all. He's nowhere to be seen. I think it might have been a mole that dug a hole right next to the cement that we had it on. I have my doubts that this is a savable container at this point. That's what it did look like before it got knocked down. Okay, that catastrophe done. Somewhat fixed. Gonna go ahead and plant the next one.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done?
Well, hopefully they'll fill in the rest of this pot. Pot number 2 done. I will have to finish potting up all my other plants on a different day because I'm gonna go watch my little niece play soccer today because family is important to me, and no matter whether I get a video out or not, I want to keep up with family. Make sure to take time for your family. Okay, so you see how this one's got the ribbon? We're gonna do that with these and this ribbon. It's gonna look like that. So I wish I could say this was the very next day, but I think it's taken me a total of like 5 days to get all of these fall annuals planted up into the next size pot. So now's the time to move them to the front porch and make the front porch look like fall. Well, the porch is finally done. I only started this over a month ago. And if you're real observant, you can see a cat in the window, a real one. Dexter, always getting into trouble. I'm not sure what I think about the Halloween decorations. You can barely see the cat in the haunted house. I'm more of a fall girl anyway, so I really don't like Halloween decorations that much. I just might end up taking them out, but there is only a couple weeks left till Halloween, so. And if I had thought about it, I would have bought enough pumpkins to line up this right side of the walkway here. I would have ended up having to pull out all of those Super Tunos before I lined them up anyways, but honestly, they're ready to go. They're pretty much goners anyway for the season. So quickly before my outro, when I was editing, I realized I never put up the corn stalks. So I quickly put up the corn stalks, and I'm throwing up these pictures for you guys to see it with the corn stalks. Well, thanks for coming along on my fall porch makeover. Until next time, feed the pollinators for me.